Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I am back here in Island Verin after saving a Mumak. So, what do you have to say about that? While I am saddened that I may not see my dear companion again, I am glad that he has left behind the lands of those who would do him harm. Lokuachi is a resilient Mumak, and I am certain that he shall find his way to Harad or Daggerlad in time, whenever he should choose to return from his journey. Well, but he'll have to go through Gondor in order to get there, so that's the tricky bit. You have done me a great honor. You're welcome. There we go. So now, who next? Ah, yes, this person. Were it any but you among the men, I would not trust that the task had been finished. These rangers have treated us better than I believed they would, but I shall not trust them. Not this day, nor any day in the future. You have done me and my people a great favor, and I shall not forget that. I believe that was the planting of those banners. How I wish, for now, is the chance to return home with my men and leave this war behind. Yes, I'm sure a lot of people would like to do that. Now, I believe I need to now speak with Mandel. I have spoken with all of them.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Through your efforts, we have learned of the Southrons' purposes in their surrender. It was a wise decision, regardless of our past encounters with these people, and I'm glad that their war master came to such a conclusion without further bloodshed. I am not certain that we could have resolved this peacefully without your aid. Now, we've upheld our part of the bargain, and I would expect them to do the same. Okay. It is time that we hear what their war master knows. If he has not spoken true, the blood of his fellows shall be on his hands alone. With the Southrons routed at the crossroads of Cirith Ungol, our foes shall now mainly strike from the north. The enemy's plans for Daggerlad interest me greatly, as any forced rally there could soon spill into Ithilien and beyond. These are fragile times, my friend. A misstep now could well spell doom for the hosts of the West and for Gondor. I will question him myself, but he might be more readily offer his knowledge to you after such you have done for his people here. Go and speak with him again, and tell me what you learn. Alrighty then. Hello, it's me again. I have not deceived you or these rangers, Lord Master. I wish to return to Harad, and I will tell you whatever it is that you require to allow me and my men to depart in peace. You ask about the enemy's plans in Daggerlad, and to hear any other information that Changkit Dolore might have heard about the movements of the enemy's forces in the coming days. The Dark Lord rallies all loyal to him to Daggerlad and the Black Gate, orcs, Easterlings, and even men of my people. He awaits the arrival of a great host and lays many traps for them even now. As for the movements of his forces, I know of a company of Easterlings, the Kundalar, that have been ordered to hamstring the host as it passes through these woods. I don't know what they plan, but I would keep a careful watch on their forces. They are brutal beyond understanding, and I would never surrender to you or any other. Oh, and they would never surrender. Yes, I guess they wouldn't. Yeah, based on my encounters with the Kundalar in the past, I could believe that. The orcs of Mordor shall likely be driven to enter these lands as well, but they will be largely held in reserves in the Black Lands until the Dark Lord has use for them. If their numbers seem great now, You shall have much to fear in the days ahead. That's all I know, Pinelore. Tell the rangers what I have told you, and urge them to lead us back to our homestead. All right. Cheick Dole studies your face for a moment, and then speaks again. You're a curious one, and I am pleased to have spoken so much with you. Let us hope that there will be better days ahead for both of our peoples. I wonder, have we ever encountered him again? Or if we might encounter him perhaps in the next expansion or something like that, since, I mean, if he is heading back to his homeland, I get the impression that he might be deep in Harad, and if we go any deeper, maybe we could run into his homeland. I have no idea. Just something to talk about as I make my way back to Mandau.
The earth has reclaimed the deeds of men and orc, fair or foul.
These are ill tidings, but I am hastened to know some of what awaits us, and gladder still that the Southrun spoke true. I shall send a small company south with the prisoners, and bring them to the crossings of Poros. If their brethren move against my men in the travels, they have been ordered to slay any and all attackers. It is a harsh measure, but this is a tenuous peace, and it is clear from the War Master's own words that his people are divided. What we have learned today could prove vital to the host of the West, and I shall send one of my men to deliver word to Anborn at once. You have my thanks, Pinelore. Let us hope that we can stand together again in the days to come. Yes, it is our hope on that, and I guess I get the light armor. With that matter settled, it's off to Heneth Anun, which is the ranger base in this region. We'll see if it's as well hidden as Estildine. You realize that you're being watched moments before a ranger emerges from hiding. Hello there.
If you are a scout for King Elisar's host, you have my welcome.
It is my dearest hope that Elisar intends to make such a racket as his army moves through Ithilien, for there are no foes that still fail to notice there is progress hither. Yes, he very much intends to make the racket he's making. Okay. I guess that does sort of make the Rangers pause for a moment, saying, what in the world is going on? Trumpets and all?
The ways of secrecy are ending, it seems.
King Elisar marches to Mordor in a great procession, and with the sounding of trumpets, and so too must the Rangers of Ithilien give up some of their secrets. Still, those days do not go easily. From Heneth Anun we have harmed many a foe, passing like shadows through the windows of the sunset, and back again under the cover of darkness. As you're a friend of the king and to Gondor, I say that you may see what you will of our secret retreat. Find the descending tunnel, the main cavern, and the lookout point. But I warn you, do not set foot in the forbidden pool. That is an insult to us, and we have never allowed it unpunished. All right, so, note to self, do not go into the forbidden pool. How would I know when I'm in the forbidden pool or where the forbidden pool is? Well, that's an entirely different matter. I just hope I don't find out the hard way, right? Okay, so let us do some scouting and all. Ah, look at this. That looks like an entrance. Welcome to Heneth Anun. The hidden path is narrow and treacherous and descends into the earth. Okay. Welcome to Heneth Anun. We need to do both the main cave and the lookout point. Since one goes up and the other goes down, guess we'll go up first, which will take care of the lookout point, and the main cave. We'll save that for last, since I'm sure that's where we're going to have our next place to look and all. Oh, look at this. A lookout point. From this vantage point, you can see the Forbidden Pool and much of the surrounding area. I'm not going to be shot for seeing the Forbidden Pool, I guess. Well, at least we know now where it's at. We just can't go there. Okay, don't go there. Now we then just go in the other direction and further down. I just hope that it's not a door into the Forbidden Pool or anything like that. See, that's your first test. That and be wary of people riding very, very quickly. The refuge of the Rangers is not luxurious, but it is comfortable enough. Okay, well, I mean, it has tables for everybody to eat. They could have quite a contingent here, it looks like. So talk to Aragorn outside of Henethanoon. Okay, fine. Report to the king. Good day, sir. I've just finished my tour of the hideout.
Enemies may remain hidden by the beauty of this land.
Our journey through Ithilien has reassured me that it remains beautiful, but this sword cuts with both edges, for enemies can still lurk unseen among the pastoral beauty of this land. As the Rangers of Ithilien surprise their foes, so too can our foes seek to surprise us. Travel further ahead to the northeast, and look for signs of trouble. Gullsdale tells me that there's a location in the northeast that might offer a good vantage point of the road ahead. Orndil, a ranger of Ithilien, went to that location and might have seen something. Alright, so find the lookout spot northeast of Henethanoon and speak to Orndil, I guess, most likely, when the quest updates. So that will be... Alright, I will actually just make this the quest focus, and we'll do it that way. That way I get sent in the proper direction and not go around getting lost or anything like that. So it looks like I am going to have to somehow cross that river. But it also looks fortunate that there is a bridge right in approximately the direction that I need to go. Assuming that really is a bridge, and that I'm just not imagining things. It could just be a regular set of ruins that's making me think it's a bridge. Aha! Yeah. I was beginning to suspect it. Oh, that's where the bridge is at, down there. Well, this isn't too far away, right? I could almost hop across. Look at that. Barely got my feet wet. I think I found the ranger lookout. The ranger Orndil nods at you as you arrive at his lookout spot. He's probably going to keep a close watch on me, right? You spy movement in the northeast, but cannot tell for certain.
Did you see that?
I believe I saw movement over there, among the trees to the northeast. Let us make our way there and see if our eyes play tricks on us, or if there is some foe lying in wait. That is the pass of Cirith Ungol, and my people have long used it to surprise our foes. They may seek to turn the tables upon us, and use their own ambush spot against us. Oh, yeah, our own ambush spots. It's not their own ambush spot. They want to turn it into their own ambush spot. Okay, so find the lookout spot further to the northeast. That will be this way. So this is supposed to be some sort of a pass. So I guess that makes sense that the terrain is starting to rise. I will presume, though, that the road is going through the pass. In other words, following the pass as opposed to rising up with everything else. Yep, that seems to be about right. Cirith Ungol. Yep, that is most definitely a bit of a pass. So now, what am I supposed to be looking for? Okay, find the lookout spot further to the northeast. Orndale nods at you as you catch up with him. He has longer legs. Alright, so now, what do you say here? Orndale was right. There are signs that the enemy seeks to ambush Aragorn at Cirith Ungol. Well, I guess we'd better inform Aragorn of this. I have seen signs of a potential ambush.
The Rangers of Ithilien have spoken to me of that pass.
The Rangers have often used that pass to surprise unwary foes, and it was there that they recently ambushed a marching force accompanied by a fearsome Mumak and drove the beast from the bonds of the handlers. The creature stampeded from Cirith Ungol and away from the war, and now there is no whisper of it. Believe me, I saw a whisper of it all right. Will the orcs seek to do the same to the host of the West? They cannot be allowed to succeed at this, Pinelore. All right, so what are we going to do then?
We need skill and stealth if we are to ambush the ambushers.
If we are to ambush them, we will need a small force of skilled hunters and trackers who can move stealthily through the woods unseen. Hethradir, by the lookout point above the Forbidden Pool, will know which of the Rangers of Ithilien will best be suited for this purpose. Some of my kin will want to take part in this adventure as well. Speak to Dagras in the cave of Hanethanoon, and he will assemble the others. All right, so we'll have Rangers of the North and Rangers of the South teaming together to foil this ambush. Okay, so first, let's return to the lookout point and speak with them and seeing if we could assemble a party for this adventure. Hello there, we're preparing a counter ambush over at Hanethanoon.
I will choose rangers of our band that are up to this task.
I have heard that a force of orcs and easterlings seeks to waylay King Elessar's army as he proceeds northwards through the pass of Cirith Ungol. These monsters and their foul allies are monstrous fools if they think to use our own tricks against us. This is the land of the moon, and many are the moons that have risen and set upon my life. Still, I am here, Faramir's most loyal friend, and I will aid him until I breathe my last. Younger men you will find, quicker perhaps, but none will know this land as I do. It is neither my lot nor my desire to lead in anything but this. I will lead our men into the woods and against our foes, and back again. I will choose rangers of our band that are up to our task. Okay, there we go. So now, let's go and speak to Dagras and see if he can select some rangers of the north. Hello there, how'd you like to join in a little counter ambush?
I will find others of my people who wish to help.
I am no stranger to errands of secrecy, and I know that neither are you. There was once a time when I would say that we could have handled this ambush by ourselves, but there's wisdom in being prepared. I will find others of my people who wish to help, and we will have a greater chance to succeed if they are beside us or in secret feet. Battle on the open plain is very different from forest fighting. I will not say that it would be a relief to engage in the latter once again, but Every man of the company has seen enough of the former by now to last him until the end of his days. Well, yes, there is that. Whoa, whoa. What? Legolas, is there something?
I hope you're planning to ask me to join on this endeavor.
I do not want to be left out on such an adventure as this. Perhaps Aragorn asked for me by name, and you thought he asked for Dagorus instead? Well, I will gladly accompany you on this ambush of ambushers, my friend. Tell me when you are ready, and we can leave. And that is what we'll be doing in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.